Welcome to the reading of a lifetime. I'm just kidding. I decided I had so much fucking energy, and it's super dark, but that's why I'm kind of just keeping my face out of it, because I actually don't think you're going to be able to see my face at all. So I'm kind of hoping you might be able to see the cards a little bit. You might not be able to. I don't really know, but as of this point, I'm just going to do a reading. And you know, the way that I watch readings these days is I kind of just like lay down and I listen to them, right? There is no really anything visual that you need. So we're going to do it like this. I was thinking maybe I was going to pull in Taurian energy, because it is Taurus's time for the bull to come out as the next reading. But I'm just going to also kind of see what happens with the cards. So I'm really more or less going to pull in the energy. And I did hear, as I was like kind of like prepping for this reading, I heard biting the hand that feeds. And what I saw was like somebody in a cage, and somebody finally bit the person that was keeping them hostage or held captive or something. I'm not quite sure. Anyways, we are going to just see what happens. Okay, we've got one down already. And we have experience. Ooh, okay, we got Hellraiser. And I actually did just watch this movie a couple hours ago. That was the first time I've ever watched it. I was always intrigued by it, but I never actually watched it. And that is an experience in itself, to have the card all of a sudden come out like that. So what is he saying? Okay, now we've got the card for Rosemary's Baby, okay, which is neighbors. So we have experience, we have neighbors, and the last card we're going to get here is, or cards, a couple more might come out. There's one. Okay, that seems to be it. Okay, and then we have combination, which is The Fly. Okay, these are all horror movies. I'm using the horror oracle right now. What was on the top? Okay, actually, I saw this. I thought experience actually was this card. So this is celebration. That's the carry card. And then we've got illness on the bottom of the deck with Cujo. Okay, so let's just give me a moment to kind of bring this reading in. Okay, so yeah, maybe that's why I'm getting this bite the hand that feeds things. Okay, so what I just, I mean, we did get the dog, obviously, Cujo. So what I'm getting is, like, what illness is about, like what Cujo is about, okay, is basically putting your needs first, right? Like the mother constantly puts Timmy's needs first, right? And then the only reason why she runs into the house is because Timmy stops breathing, okay? So she runs into the house and she dodges the dog, okay? So, and then in Poltergeist, okay, we've got the daughter that comes in that finds the box as Frank's trying to get the wife back with him, okay? So I'm getting, something was given to you, okay, that almost an illness. I almost kind of feel like an illness was given to you by neighbors around you. Like I feel like you could have been a part of some type of mass manipulation, okay? And that's why I got the whole biting the hand that feeds, because I think you've realized now that you've been caged up, okay, and a part of something that wasn't your idea, okay? It's like you didn't know what was going on. It's like you were being poisoned or fed something, right, by these people, and it was given to you. You didn't ask for it, okay? It was handed to you somehow by a demonic presence, by a neighbor that's demonically possessed. I don't know, but there's a neighbor you're having, there's a problem with people around you, okay? So now that we've got combination, what I'm getting with combination and a fly is that I feel like you were starting to become something because of these neighbors. And what it could have been like is you could have started to become very salty, or you could have started to become really nasty with people, or very ragey, or all of a sudden an alcoholic, because that's what these people are doing around you. Okay. So then the reason why Carrie comes out at the end is because there's this prom that is about to happen, except it's not going to go the way that everybody thinks it's going to go, right? Suddenly you attack back, right? So when Carrie goes to the prom and then she gets the pig's blood dumped all over her, she finally fights back. Okay, she's been slowly starting to use her powers, right? But then once prom breaks out, all hell breaks loose in Carrie's mind, right? So then that's where all the fire starts, because I think, like, that's honestly, I mean, you see it so much on the internet now when people have these exotic pets and shit, and they attack them one day, right? It's because it's like they know they're being manipulated, okay? An animal is smarter than what you think. Even a reptile, a caged reptile, is smarter than you think. They're always looking for a way out. They're always looking for a weakness. They're looking for a weakness in the chain, right? So then you don't realize what they're about to do because you think that everything looks so comfortable around you, right? So actually, this would be the people that are fucking with you, okay? So this would be them. They think that everything's all comfortable around them and that they've got complete control of you until they open up the cage and they don't pay attention, because it's same routine, right? When people are on the same routine, they tend to stop paying attention, because if it's routine that nothing really ever happens, then people are like, oh, don't worry about this job. It's super easy. Nothing happens. And then the next guard that goes on stops paying attention because everybody's told him that nothing ever happens, right? So it's like, I feel like suddenly there's a glitch in the system and somebody starts to pay attention. Like Rosemary suddenly wakes up. She realizes that something's not wrong. She knows that Satan raped her. She saw it for her own eyes. She starts listening to everybody because she's got no other choice, but deep inside she still knows, which is why she almost like she starts doing her own investigation, right? Because I think that's what you have to do once somebody starts to become you. So when you see traits of other people start coming through you, then you start to realize, okay, I think these people are manipulating me because I got given something that I didn't even ask for, and now they're expecting me to change into what they are. And they're going to get a rude awakening once they realize that I'm not on their team anymore. Right? It's like somebody has to realize that they're in more trouble not doing something than they are doing something. You know, like if you know that you're a part of something or a part of mass manipulation, then it's time to stand up and say something and be aware of it, because before you know it, you're going to end up turning into what they are. And I don't think you want to do that, right? I feel like a lot of trickery with this. I feel like possibly a lot of witchcraft, or like I said, poisoning, something like that, where it's like somebody, you know, they have the ability to get into your veins, and then that's where the combination happens. And if you get too far into that combination, you won't be able to come back to yourself. Okay, does that make sense? it's almost like somebody wanting you to become a part of a cult or become a part of some type of new religion or something, and it's not, might not be what you think it is. Okay. Oh my gosh, look at that. We just got The Exorcist, and the words are "help me." Okay, so I really don't think that you want to be a part of this. Okay, there is another side to this. Okay, we just got Poltergeist. Okay, with the other side, and we got Love with the Bride of Frankenstein. Okay, so I think right now is like okay, so I think someone is trying to get somebody to go to the other side. Okay, and this could be a possession, and this thing like the poltergeist, or like a Hellraiser. Okay, these demons, it's like they're trying to get somebody to turn into them. And with the Bride of Frankenstein, it could be, oh man, I don't know if you've ever seen, I'm getting that movie by Silent Bob. I think it's called Red State. Oh god, it's like some fucking hillbilly hick cult or some shit like that. Okay, so basically what I'm getting is somebody, I'm getting an online dating site right now, and somebody could be trying to lure somebody in. And actually I got a message today from somebody posing as Chris Webby on TikTok, asking me how I felt about God. And I immediately deleted them and deleted the conversation. I should have actually blocked them. I will actually go in and block them after this. That was actually a smarter idea. Because right away, as soon as I read God, I was like, okay, that seems culty to me. Nobody just messages somebody asking them how they feel about God. You know what I mean? Like that's for one, Chris Webby would never do that. And for another, that seems culty to me, right? That seems like that was a huge red flag. Okay, and this person comes in as Chris Webby, okay, an attractive tattooed up male that kind of looks like me. So they try to entice you, right? Obviously, they feel like if you follow somebody on TikTok or if you follow somebody on Instagram, all of a sudden you're in love with them. You have to be in love with them, right? You can't just like their music, or you can't just like their personality. It's automatic attraction in everybody's mind, because that's how shallow people are. It always has to be an attraction. So I think that somebody is trying to get lured into some type of cult. And the reason why the other side is here is because I think they're trying to trap your soul. I think the whole part of combination is, I think that they're trying to get you to combine with their demonic presences, which leaves your soul, okay, unattended, which then they can get a hold of and sell, fucking whore out, you name it. I mean, what entities can do with souls in other dimensions is so fucking scary. It's not even funny. So I kind of feel like somebody's definitely trying to lure somebody in. And I really hope you see this, because it is not what you think it is. And even if, man, this person could be so attractive, right? This could be a very vulnerable female, and this man is so attractive and so lusty. And it's like, you know what? If you're all of a sudden about to go on a blind date, okay, from an online dating service, please, for the life of you, please bring somebody that you know with you on the date. Okay. Always let people know where you are. Make sure you have your cell phone tracked. I would almost say put another tracking device on you. You can buy those at spyware stores, and then you can give your best friend the code and the password, so then they know where you are, because some people can just take your phone, right? But if you have a tracking device, like on you, right? Physically on you, then I mean, shit, I would shove that right up where the sun don't shine, to be honest, if I was going to get taken. And just make sure you're okay, because there are so many predators out there, and there are so many scary people out there. And, you know, when you're dating, it's like you can't always think that you're going to get raped or kidnapped or taken. You know, like when you're single, you have to be willing to be out there and get out there and be open to possibilities and not feel like you could be going on a date and never seen again. Okay, like that's fucking terrifying. So all I'm saying is be safe if you're out there and you're a woman and you're single and you feel like a little hesitant on something, or someone's trying to push you to go on a date. Why they're being pushy is either because they want a piece of ass or because they're trying to take you, right? People will not wait for you. They often want you to go right away. If it's something that's scammy, they want it right away. Okay, they will not wait. Especially if you get to talking to somebody, talk to them for a few weeks, even a month, right? Because the ones that are trying to hunt down will not commit to a month-long conversation with you, right? They really won't. It's kids in a candy store at that point. They get very impatient, right? And when people get impatient, then you know that they're just trying to rush something. Why are you trying to rush something if it's meant to be and it's just supposed to be casual, or we're supposed to get to know each other, right? So be very careful of this. And also, I am getting somebody could possibly be have some type of possession on them. And the thing is that entities are always around us. And when you drink, or when you do a lot of drugs, or if you take a lot of prescription pills or depression pills, sometimes your veil and your whole filtering process can go down, and your soul and your body and your temple can pick up attachments. Okay. And these attachments, they really start telling you what to do, and they really start controlling you, and they can really start to make you feel ill. Okay. And then susceptible to sexual attraction only. And you know, your guard is suddenly disappeared, and you're willing to dive into or take anything. And when that happens, that is a very, very obvious sign that there's a possession there. Okay, because there is no grounding. Somebody really could be trying to take you to the other side. Okay. I would honestly say to watch Poltergeist. I don't know if you've seen it or not. But it does really explain how things communicate in high-pitched frequencies. We call that kind of like white noise, you know, background noise, that can reach these frequencies where all of a sudden we will hear other things through that high-pitched scream. So be very careful if all of a sudden you feel like you're acting out of character and you're acting out of whack and you feel really dark and really depressed and really taken over. That could be a sign that there's an attachment on you. And honestly, simply, you can have a clearing bath. They're very easy. Just apply Epsom salts or clearing crystals. I actually have literally one sitting here. That's just a little selenite crystal that I often keep on my altar just to keep the energy clear. I used to bathe with these all the time. I'd put them in my bath, and all the negative attachments would just leave my body, right? Because they're so contained with salt that salt eliminates them. Energies don't like salt. It's very protective. And also, if you don't have baths, then what you can do is you can take salt and you can pour it over your head, and you can allow the salt to kind of slowly dissolve. Make sure the shower is very hot, and clear your body. You know, use a lot of third eye and third ear exercises, clearing your temple, telling the universe that is your temple, that nobody else is supposed to be in your temple. That is your space. You are protected, you are guided, you are full of light, stuff like that. That really actually helps to keep your temple light and help keep those negative, dark attachments away from you, because they will follow you around. If they know that they can jump inside your body, they'll follow you around. I had a demonic possession for over 20 years, and it started when I was 14 years old and didn't stop until my 30s. So that was, you know, she would jump inside of me every time I drank. She would make me go blackout instantly. She made me take home men that I would never have slept with in a fucking million years sober. She made me do a lot of things because she knew that she could take over my temple and see through my eyes. And the things that she made me do with my body are not things that I would ever do with my body sober. So just a little FYI, okay, there could be like a sex demon on you or something like that. And inside your body is screaming for help, because these are not normal actions that you would do all by yourself. So, anyways, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I really hope that this resonates with somebody, because it will resonate with somebody, and I just don't know who. And if you want any personal readings, whitneymoonshine@gmail.com. And if not, just enjoy the channel and blessed be. See ya.